All right, what's up, YouTube? Good morning. It is May 31st of 2023, and this is the watch list. I had asked people on Twitter what they wanted to see more of, and this was it, a watch list. So I'm already on my second cup of coffee, and I had a chance to go through my basket full of stocks, and this is what I mean by my basket. I have a bunch of stocks that I like to trade. These are the ones that I just keep adding. So what I'll do is go to my basket full of stocks here, and I'll take a look at the futures, and you can see that they're pretty quiet. Bitcoin is pulling back quite a bit, but that isn't too bad. I like to go into the market change here and take a good look at what is selling off this morning. And I'm not shocked by this at all because when I was doing my review, my watch list, several tech stocks were set up to go lower for the morning. Now, whether or not they continue lower or if the dip gets bought, that you know that is yet to be determined. Let's take a look at what is actually moving up, and you can see that we don't have a lot moving up. Um, it'll be interesting to see what happens here, but let's get to the watch list. Uh, Apple, Apple, as you can see, since breaking out or taking out this previous high over here, uh, we sold off and then we ran right back up and put a new high up. This is the run, rest, run that I talk about a lot. However, though, now today we have a shooter and a possible gap fill or a retest back to this 10-day moving average. Airbnb, as you can see, has a lot of selling going on the bigger time frames, on the quarter, the monthly, the week, and the daily. Let me see if I can clean this up. For those of you who know how I trade, I use a 10-day moving average to kind of give me an idea of the health of the actual stock, and this one is just failing to hold the 10 on a lot of different time frames, and now I'm looking for this to reverse with a 2-2 bearish reversal. AI is one I just want to watch right now. This one has had a lot of people chasing this thing. It reports earnings tonight, but the other thing that I've seen quite a bit is that a lot of stocks, again, going into earnings, managed to run to the previous high or higher. But for that matter, too, I've also seen a lot of them fall apart. So let's take a look at like Kroger. Look at how they sold Kroger off. Boom. Target was another one that I noticed today. Look at how they sold this one off after earnings. So it's nice to get a run in the earnings, but at the same time, you have to be aware of when your stock isn't doing anything. And you can see how loose and sloppy Target got here before reporting, and then they just dumped this thing. Let's get back to our watch list. Amazon still looks good. We had this consolidation through here, and then on Friday we moved up higher, and then on Tuesday we ran right to this target right here. It wouldn't shock me to see Amazon come back on a 2-2 reversal here today, possibly retest this area, if not the 10-day moving average, and then try to come back up and hit this gap. But we will watch and see what the price action does. I'm in Amazon right now, as many of you know. I like it long term. These pivot points up here, these previous highs, I think Amazon is undervalued right now, but that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean anything. Datadog, you can see from earnings right here, we've had this nice extended run. We ran right here to the previous high, over here to the left, And now I'm just waiting for this thing to come back down. Matter of fact, I'm going to move my alert on this to 92.43. The market hasn't been cooperating for shorts, and so for if you've been shorting right now, chances are you have been feeling the pain. And I was short three positions yesterday, and they just weren't doing a whole lot, so I just cut up, took the small loss, moved on, because all my winners made up for those small losses. Denny's, Denny's, you can see came right back up to this resistance area. Couldn't go any higher, and then we pulled back, and they tried to get it up here for 4 days, 5 days, and then finally we cut through this 10. I want to see if this thing will continue back down to this 1050. For those of you who follow me, you know that this is how I gauge magnitude, and I actually would move this over to here as well because this is the new previous high, and you could even possibly put it right there because that's where price reversed as well. Just how I do it doesn't mean it's right. DOX, same thing, right up to resistance, and now I'm waiting for this reversal. 95.35 is my trigger on this, and then I like to drop the bomb sound just because I'm goofy, customized sounds. Elf, same thing. We've had this huge run after earnings, and now looking for a reversal to possibly come back down to retest this 10 or even come back to 94.61. Anything happen in this crazy market. Ford, you can see Ford, they took right up to resistance here. And at below 9 or 12.51 today, I'm going to look to trade this back down to 12.31, if not lower. Four signaled yesterday, but again, the market was still moving up, so I did not take it. But if it follows through today, I will take it. Ford and Net is set up for a 2-2 bearish reversal. Love how we ran to a previous high here, and then we sold off for 4 days, and then we got this bounce, and now possibly we are set up to go back down. That would be the run, rest, and run back down scenario instead of up. GoDaddy, GGDY, same thing. Just waiting to see if we're going to actually continue up into the 78 area or if we are going to do the 2-2 bearish reversal and come back down. Google threw a 3-bar yesterday after putting in a new high. Never mind this Fibonacci here. This is how you would draw this in my world. Right there is your previous low, and here's your previous high. Right there, because that's where price reversed today. And I would just try to trade it within this range right here. Goodyear Tire, after a huge gap up, it was news driven. You can see we're still stuck in this mother bar right here. I would love to see a reversal here and see it break below this 1347. That would be my target if we ended up going short on this. Nice good magnitude to this. Meta, same thing. 2-2 bearish reversal. Microsoft has a shooter as well, but this one is actually gapping up unlike others. So that will be interesting. Micron has a nice shooter on it too. Net has just had this tremendous run after reporting earnings. And you can see that if you were short right here or to the left of this, you just got smoked. And they took this thing all the way up to the previous high right here. That's magnitude. High of the 10-day moving average here and the low. That's how I draw magnitude, and you can see we just bounced right back up and we took it all out. Looking to see if we pull back here and get a reversal. Nvidia is a big boy stock. I do not recommend that you trade this unless you know what you're doing or you're willing to lose money. This thing is pulling back hard this morning. And this is, in my opinion, an exhaustion gap where we had earnings and then we just, everyone who FOMO'd into this thing, they might get punished pretty hard on the long side. The trigger is 399.49 and it's already at 395. Don't chase this one. PLAB, You can see how we ran up here. We filled the gap. And now we are trying to do the 2-2 reversal magnitude on this one. I love these stocks with huge magnitude is right there. So if we get that, I'll probably try to trade this back down to the 10. Snap, you can see we were set up for another reversal here, 2-2 bearish reversal after filling this gap to the left. So that'll be interesting. And then last but not least is Uber. Uber ran, we got a shooter. They tried to take it back up yesterday and it got sold into yet again. This could be the start of a nice move for Uber. And let's update our magnitude on this as well. And that is the magnitude from here down to here. That's a nice move. That's all I have. I hope the watch list helps. Please feel free to comment, and we will see you later. Thanks.